Welcome back. I'm Vinny Thomas with the Met Report Political Update. Lately, it seems that a lot of political conversation has been about the etiquette of, well, political conversation.
Branded as hate speech, but I still want to defend it because even if someone has a very bad idea, it needs to come to light so it can face scrutiny.
You might have run into one or two fellas outside of the Auraria Library holding some provocative signs. The self-described free speech enthusiasts say that they're encouraging free speech and starting conversations. However, some students think that the signs often go a step too far.
You know, I'm tired of people coming on campus, expressing their views, trying to rile people up. It's not a good place. It's not very conducive to studying in peace.
According to the latest Real Clear Politics average, Hillary Clinton leads Donald Trump by less than 2 percentage points. The tight race has sent both of the candidates to key battleground states such as North Carolina, where the race is at a dead tie. Most local polls show Clinton with a slight lead over her Republican counterpart here in Colorado. Meanwhile, Clinton and her outside groups are slated to outspend Donald Trump in ads by $20 million in the final week before the election. All right, elections are just 4 days away. We've mentioned a few ballot issues here on the Met Report, but with less than a week left to vote, we're going to give you a quick overview of a couple controversial issues that we haven't yet mentioned. Ordinance 300 would allow businesses to permit the consumption of marijuana in a designated area. This would undoubtedly bring more tourist money into Colorado. The tourist traffic that legalized marijuana attracts can be a sore spot for residents. Ordinance 300 could make the presence of marijuana in public more pervasive. Perhaps the most divisive measure on the ballot is the right to die. Andrea Herrera has more on Proposition 106.
The person I was, Jennifer Remington that I was, 35 years that I lived, died that night.
It's been 7.5 years since Jennifer Hill Remington was presented with a second chance at life. Relearning how to drive has been one of the many things Jennifer has had to accomplish. Prior to this, Jennifer had been in a severe accident on August 15, 2009. What was meant to be a time with family ended up to be a life-changing experience.
We went to go swimming and I dove off a dock, and unfortunately the area that I dove into was only about 2 feet.
Leaving her a quadriplegic and having her rethink life.
Was writing actually the word die that I was ready to go.
That's why Jennifer is for Proposition 106.
I am a die-hard believer in the fact that it should be absolutely legal in all 50 states.
While Jennifer's case does not apply, she still believes everyone should have the opportunity to decide their own destiny, as explained by PA of Rocky Mountain Family Health Center, Sarah Flanagan.
If there's somebody who has a terminal illness and their prognosis is that there's less than 6 months of life left, then they would have the option of, taking something basically to help have, I guess, an easy death.
However, in Colorado, this specific proposition has raised several questions and concerns. The fear of 106 is if the proposition is not written correctly, then it could potentially get abused.
You could certainly have people abusing it. You could have a doctor abusing it.
Still, it had opposing views, including those of the Catholic Church.
We don't kill people. We don't want people to kill. We just want to care for them. We want to show them love and to let everyone go in a very peaceful, natural way.
Although some, similar to Jennifer, believe otherwise.
We all should be, it's dignity, it's death with dignity. And
I don't consider them evil people, but I would suggest them, guys, read, get information, know what we're talking about, and then you decide.
Ultimately, the decision is up to the voters this November. For the Met Report, Andrea Herrera.
With ballots recently arriving in the mail, there was some controversy regarding Amendment 72, which proposes to triple the tax on cigarettes and tobacco products. The Met Report went out to get some opinions from students on the effectiveness of this proposal.
I am a smoker, but though that's the case, I would like to think that this is just more incentive to keep people, even younger kids especially, from wanting to even start in the first place.
It's just an addiction, and it's even raising the taxes on it isn't really going to do much about that. It's the fact of people choosing to quit smoking cigarettes.